at the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Pace truck puts him in command of the field, and we are green for 30 laps. These 20 guys are going to duke it out in towards 1 and 2, and we've seen both the top and the bottom start picking up some pace.
Well, you got very lucky as Bobby Sant Jr. and a couple guys got together at the front of the field and bunched everybody up, and I don't think Alex Bergeron even thought about lifting right there, as he's got that left front tire right against that inside wall, and now he's working on the guy that finished second to him last week at Volusia Speedway. That's the 3 car, the white and blue number 3 of Lewis Hewitt, running in the 3rd spot. Bergeron's all over him down the front straightaway. It looks like everybody's migrated down to the bottom of the racetrack. The first car to work a little bit up off the bottom is that 52 car of James Edens.
Saltus Esports, who leads 2 TTL cars, run 2nd and 3rd. Alex Bergeron Racing in that 4th spot, and TTL in 5th. Ironman Motorsports, Vinny Sansone finds himself running in that 6th spot, fighting with the 52 with James Edens. The 80 car runs the preferred line, it seems like, down along the bottom. Nick Cooper's trying to run the middle and get around Vinny Sansone as well alongside James Edens. They're 3 wide for a moment off of turn 4, and Sansone's going to have to lift out of it. Edens will be the beneficiary there. So a couple different lines of racing happening deeper in the field, but everyone else really has moved off the top of the racetrack chase up near the front of the field. It's the middle and the bottom that seems to be preferred at the moment.
I think the reason for that, Randy, is because it's just so hard, and now there goes Alex Bergeron. Bergeron pulls out of line, goes to the top of the racetrack. That is where we saw him win this race, the very first race of the entire season. Bergeron won here at Volusia Speedway Park on the top of the racetrack. We'll see if that 12 car can maybe put a couple of laps together and track down the top 2 drivers. He's now made it past Lewis Hewitt and takes the 3rd spot. Contact between Hewitt and Bergeron down the back straightaway.
Didn't quite have it, and Lewis Hewitt said, I'm not going to give this up that easy. They stay side by side off of turn 4 in towards 1 and 2. Alex stays off the cushion. Hauser in front of him is going to try it. If he's not quick up there, this could become a 3-car scrap for second. Down the back straightaway in towards 1 and 2. We're going to get our first caution of the night. Tim has held steady in the middle and the bottom side of the racetrack, has not even thought about moving off of it. He's going to be back in command of the field once again, and here we go back to green flag racing. 16 to go here at Volusia.
And a great restart right there for Tim Ryan as Alex Bergeron immediately goes to work to the inside of Dylan Hauser. They're almost side by side down the back straightaway. The 12 car, now he's up alongside of them. Bergeron edges ahead down into turns 3 and 4. That car could not get any closer to the inside wall, and Bergeron now into the runner-up spot.
Oh, and he's going to cook out it close with Dylan Hauser through 1 and 2. Just about going to be able to hold on to that spot. That was well defended by Bergeron. Any closer, and I think we would have been talking about that number 12, who will be CSI Shocks machine, ending up facing the wrong way. Now, we saw these 2 fight for the championship last year. We've seen a ton of wing sprint car duels between Alex Bergeron and Tim Ryan, and we're going to see our first one in 2019. Tim's going to run the bottom, but the 12 is hooked up even lower than he is to cross the stripe. Alex loses a little bit of ground, but this is one of the most iconic fights we've seen in this series these last 2 seasons.
Wow, wow, wow. Look at the different lines that are being used right now to run the bottom of the racetrack as Bergeron keeps his left side tires in it almost all the way down the straightaway. Tim Ryan opens up a huge late apex to hit the bottom right here, and that's what's allowing him to drive way down the straightaways. Bergeron really catches him on entry and through the center of the corner, but right now the 98 car has the advantage. He's not letting that 12 car get up next to him off the edge of the corner right there. Nearly contact right there on turn 4.
Alex nearly getting into the back of the Tim. Meanwhile, the fight for 5th is 7 cars strong at the moment. I see Berkeley, I see Heileman, I see the 44 Lampett. Schmidt Cooper's in that fight. James Edens is in that fight. Huge gaggle of cars trying to get themselves into the top 5. They were 3x3 for a couple moments a couple of laps ago. These teams just fan out off of 4 and then get it back 2x2. Nearly 4 wide as they come down the back straightaway.
Yeah, what a great battle going on back there, but right now the fastest car on the racetrack is a driver that's not running the bottom. It's the 3 of Lewis Hewitt. Hewitt's now into the 3rd spot as Bergeron steps it back up to the top side of the racetrack. In 1 and 2, he pulls up alongside Tim Ryan. Ryan's got a good drive up the bottom right there down the back straightaway. Now Bergeron back to the bottom, maybe just testing the waters up there. We come around for 7 laps to go. A great battle going on in the front of the field as the 3 car of Hewitt has went to the top of the racetrack around the entire speedway right now and is tracking down your top 2 drivers.
He definitely is. The 12 of Bergeron, though, alongside Tim Ryan for the race lead. Just can't quite get the momentum off the top of the racetrack. He gets a little bit loose on that top groove. Down the straightaway, Hewitt hooks up the top groove of the racetrack. Once again, working down the back straightaway. Gap down 9/10 of a second from first to third. Bergeron right back up against the inside wall where he's been so quick. Tim Ryan moving around the racetrack a little bit. He's moved up about half a groove from where he was a few laps ago, and they've opened up a slight margin of Lewis Hewitt that last trip by. Bergeron wants to eye the bottom though.
Lewis Hewitt has found the line right now, Randy. It is bottom 3 and 4, top 1 and 2. That 3 car, the last couple of laps has been over a tenth faster than the 2 cars in front of him. But he's running out of time. We've got 4 laps to go. Now the 3 car tries to top around the entire racetrack. Hewitt doing everything he can to track down your top 2. But the battle continues between Tim Ryan and Alex Bergeron. Bergeron back to the top in 1 and 2. It's about to get good here for the next 3 laps.
We saw Alex take the race victory in the season opener here by hooking up the top groove of the racetrack. It would be amazing if he could somehow do it again and make it a plus 10 position night on the race here. A little bit bumpy up there. You see him struggling. I think he may have tagged the wall, and that's going to give a slight advantage to the 98 of Tim Ryan. 2 laps to go as they come off turn number 4, and down the front straightaway, Alex does not have a lot of time to make something of this. It's Hewitt, Berkeley, Heileman who have lined up 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They're all nose to tail, fighting for those spots behind, and the last paying spot on the night. Off of turn 4 for the penultimate time, Bergeron has hunted down Ryan just a little bit. Gap at the line, just over 0.2 of a second. Can the 12 car of Alex Bergeron make some sort of miracle happen here at the halfway point in the championship? Through 3 and 4 for the final time. The 98 will run the bottom, and Tim Ryan, he'll finally take a race victory in 2019. But the story of the night is going to be Alex Bergeron finding 9 spots here in the 5th round of the championship to come home in 2nd place here at Volusia Speedway Park.